Good morning, everybody. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. Welcome to this service celebrating our Confirmation Class 2022. I'm Andy Pelletier, and I'm really lucky to be the assistant cantorial soloist here at the temple. Sadly, Cantor Jen is ill right now with a bit of cold and laryngitis, so I've had to pinch hit kind of at the last minute for her, but I'm glad to do so. Would you please rise and greet our confirmands with our opening song, Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov, Hine Matov. La 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. La 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 la. Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hine Matov u'manayim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Please be seated.
Many of us didn't have the choice to become Jewish. We were born into Jewish families. And we also didn't have the choice to attend Sunday school, even though many of us would rather choose to sleep in every Sunday. But to be completely honest, I am so thankful that I attended Sunday school for 9 years. And most importantly, I am thankful for the choice to become confirmed. I think the biggest thing about being confirmed is growing the connection with Judaism closer and closer. The impact that religion can have on someone is one of the most important things in life.
Getting confirmed was not only meaningful to me, but to my family too. If I didn't have the support from my family and teachers at the temple, I would not be standing here today getting confirmed.
The meaning of confirmation. What does it even mean? Some people will tell you that the Reformed Jews stole it from the Christians, but actually the first confirmation took place about 200 years ago. I believe that confirmation signifies that each and every one of us sitting on the bima is confirming our commitment to Judaism. I truly think that everyone who is sitting here deserves to confirm that. Over the past 2 years, the world and our community has gone through some rough and good things. The still ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Rabbi Sam leaving, welcoming a new rabbi, losing the rabbi. Sure, everything on that list was not fun, but we have all learned from it. I think that these last 2 years, everyone learned a lot about themselves, and I think that is what confirmation is really about, learning about yourself. I believe that confirmation is me telling the congregation that I am committed to Judaism for the rest of my life.
Ma tovu ohaleha Yaakov, mishkenoteha Yisrael, va'ani barohasteha avo beteha, eshtahave elheho kocheha, b'yirateha Adonai, ahavti me'om beteha umakon, mishakivodeha, va'ani ishtahave be'era, evreha, lifnei Adonai osi, va'ani tefilati leha Adonai, eit razon, Elohim barohasteha, Aneim be'emet yisheha, Aneim be'emet yisheha.
Yikara v'yikara shemei rabba, ve'oma diverach hirute ve'amli mahute, bechayechon uvyomechon uvhayedecho be'Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv, ve'imeru amen. Yehei shemei rama mevora, le'amamulo me'omaya, Yiparak v'yishtaba, Yipari romam v'yanaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithala, shemede kudesha parichu, la'elamim kol berchasha, v'shirata, tushbechata v'ne'emata, Tamim Ramyama Ve'imeru Amen.
Please rise for the Baruch Hu.
Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uverei hoshe. Oseh shalom uverei et hakol. Hameir la'aretz veladarim alecha berachamim. Uv tuvo mechadesh bechol yom tamid maaseh v'reishit. Ma rabu maasecha Adonai. Kulam bechochma asita mal al haaretz kinyanecha. Titbarach Adonai Eloheinu al sheva maaseh yadecha. Ve'al me'orei or she'asita yefa'arucha sela. Or chadash al tzion ta'ir v'nizkeh chulanu mechera le'oro. Baruch ata Adonai yotzer hame'orot.
Praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions of all things. In mercy you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom you formed them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created, may they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we may all swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights.
Ahava Rabbah Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu. Chemla Gedola Vitera Chamalta Aleinu. Ba'avor Avotenu V'imotenu. Shebachu V'cha Batla Dame Huke Chayim. Kain Tichanenu Utlamdenu.
Please rise for the Shema. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vahed. Please be seated. Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher chanochi mitzavecha hayom ha'levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha bevetecha, uvlektecha v'derech, u'shokbecha u'v'kumecha, u'pshartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha. Uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tifkeru ha'athitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzveiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'rachim ani Adonai Elohechem. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am
I am
Adonai,
Adonai, your God.
Confirmation is not only meaningful to me, but it is also meaningful to my family. I personally believe I would not be here today if my dad did not wake me up every Sunday morning to go to Sunday school, even though I would complain every Sunday asking him, "What's the point?" I was wrong. Going to Sunday school has truly created a stronger relationship for me with God and the Jewish community.
Judaism makes sense because it follows the beliefs of our ancestors. The ideas and opinions have been written down and repeated in the Torah for generations to follow. This provides us with the ability to learn from these stories and apply the teachings to daily life.
Please rise for the tefillah. Adonai, Sephatai Tiftachu fi Yagi Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Ve'Konei HaKol, Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imachot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo Be'achava, Melech Hoser U'Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Vezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rab L'Hoshia, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Ramim, Somech Nofrim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekaye Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lecha hayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש Shirenu Adonai Adonenu Madir Shimcha bechol haaretz Baruch kevod Adonai bimtavo Echad hu Eloheinu Hu Avinu hu Malkeinu Hu Moshienu vehu Yashmihenu Berachamav le'enei kol chai Ani Adonai Elohechem Yimloch Adonai le'olam Elohai Tzion Ledor vador Hallelujah Ledor vador nagid God Elecha U'netzah tzadikim kedushatcha nachdish V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu la yamush le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'elosh
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated.
Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shavi Shabbat Kulam Yisbe'u V'yitangu mitu v'chashabat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat V'chashvi'i Ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat Chemdat Yamim Otokrata Zecher Lama'aseh v'reishit Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat Yismechu v'malechutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korin Oneg Shabbat. We gratefully acknowledge that you are Adonai, our God, and God of our people, the God of all generations. You are the power that shields us in every age. We thank you and sing your praises for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your keeping, for the signs of your presence we encounter every day, and for your wondrous gifts at all times, morning, noon, and night. You are goodness. Your mercies will never end. You are compassion. Your love will never fail. You have always been our hope.
Sim shalom tova uvracha chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha Barchenu Yotzreinu Kulanu Ke'echad Be'or Panecha. Kive Or Panecha Natatalanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torah Chaim V'achavat Chesed V'achavat Chesed Utzdaka Uveracha Vrachamim V'chaim V'shalom Rachamim V'chaim V'chaim V'shalom V'tov be'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael V'chol age uv'chol shah bishlomecha Baruch atah Adonai Hamevarech et amo Yisrael V'shalom.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of earth. Bless our country that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands. And may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses our people with peace.
When I was younger, I was the only Jewish person in my class at school. I was scared to tell people that I was Jewish because the only thought that went through my mind was, what if people judge me because I am different than they were? I was always scared to tell people that I am Jewish. Finally, I came to the realization that it is okay. With that being said, I have become more passionate and driven towards my Jewish identity. Being scared when I was younger to admit to people that I am Jewish shaped and formed me into a stronger Jew to contribute back to society. I have contributed back to society by volunteering in many Jewish settings to give back, which is always very important in the Jewish religion.
I'm proud of my Jewish identity. While at first being one of the only Jewish kids at my school was scary, I can now say it's not and that I'm proud of it. I don't mind being different from others in my class. I actually kind of like it. I love being able to teach my friends what all the Jewish holidays mean and why they're significant to us.
For most of my life, I was raised with the understanding that being different was good and that there is nothing wrong with being different from other people. I thought that being Jewish was the coolest thing, as not a lot of people know what the religion teaches, or even knew about it at all. I think as I age, my Jewish identity grows too.
At this point in our service, we take a moment to think of those who are in need of healing or thoughts and good wishes in our community and those near and dear to us. If you have individuals for whom you'd like to pray, please share their name now. And let's join together in our prayer for healing to Misha Berach. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Is the concept of God still applicable today? We are told that God is kind, but is he kind if he floods the earth to get rid of people he didn't like? Is he kind if he blew up a city because no one in the city was a good person? Aren't we supposed to accept everyone? Doesn't God love everyone? Recently, I've been talking with a lot more people about my religion, and the thought of it being a salad bar comes up a lot. And if all these stories about God are true, I'm going to leave that part of the salad out of my religion.
Everyone's view of God is different. You can ask 100 different people and each one will give another answer. Some view God as a man up in the sky while others say he is all around us. To me, God is something for us to hope to pray to better ourselves with, something for us to believe in. We pause now for a moment of silent prayer.
Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Vedo Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Vedo Yehi Ratzon, Refi, Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Vedo Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Adonai Suri, Vedo
The Torah connects us all the way back to Moses, over 200 generations. The question is, should we still accept its 613 laws? In Judaism, we aren't supposed to work on the Sabbath, unless we are in our private place/home. To counter this rule, certain groups of Jews will put a wire around a certain area and claim that this is their home. They are in, so they can go and do work on these days. In my mind, this is completely contrary to the law and ruins the point. In my mind, with consideration to today's society, this rule means we should take a day to wind down from the world, not stopping doing work, but take time to admire what is around us and be present in the moment. Thus, I think we should question rules like this and adapt them to our world, rather than trying to outsmart the Torah.
Sometimes the Torah may seem unrealistic and incomprehensible. Although we may be confused or put off by this, more important than the scientific accuracy is its teachings. The story of Noah contains some ideas that may seem implausible, but its lessons are more important. In the story of Noah, he is chosen by God to escape a flood because he was the best at a time in which everyone was evil. By doing as Noah and being our best even when others aren't, we will better our lives and community by learning from the Torah, just as we can learn from any other story in it.
Ein chamocha va'Elohim Adonai ben kemachasecha malchutecha malchut kol amim umemsheltecha behov dor vador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imlo Le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yitain Adonai varek et amo b'shalom. Please rise.
Av harachamim etiva virtzinocha et Zion tivne chomot Yerushalayim tivne chomot Yerushalayim ki lecha levad batachnu melech era v'nisa Adon olamim.
Ki mitzion teisei Torah, Ki mitzion teisei Torah, Yudvar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenantan Torah Torah, Baruch shenantan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Eloheinu Gadol Eloheinu Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Adonai iti unromema shemo yachdav.
Lecha Adonai hagidula v'hagivula v'havtihelet v'hadnetzach v'hod ki chod b'shamayim u'v'aretz ki chod b'shamayim u'v'aretz Lecha Adonai hamalacha ve'hamitnaseh lechol rosh. Please be seated. So for the Aliyah and the blessing of the Torah, we will ask the parents to lead us, and you can stand where you're seated and lead us. So parents, arise. There we go. Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Adonai. Adonai. Amen.
Vaydiber Elohim et kol hadvarim ha'ele lemor. Anochi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeticha me'eretz Mitzrayim mi beit avadim lo yeyelecha Elohim acherim al panai lo ha'al sechlecha besel bechol temunah asher bashamayim mimal va'asher ba'aretz mitachat va'asher b'mayim mitachat la'aretz lo tiselecha lachem v'lo te'udem ki anochi Adonai Elohecha al panah poked avon avod al banim al shileshim ve'al ribeim v'soniai ve'eseh chesed la'alafim le'uchavai ulshomrei mitzvotai.
Lo tisa et shem Adonai Elohecha lasav ki lo yinakeh Adonai et asher yisa et shemo lasav zachor et yom hashabbat lekadsho sheshet yamim ta'avod Va'asita lo malcha v'yom hashvi'i shabbat l'Adonai Elohechem lo aseh kol malacha ata uvincha uvitecha avdecha ve'amartecha ve'amartecha ve'avdecha v'geri asher bishmian ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz et hayam ve'et kol asher bam ve'yanach v'yom hashvi'i al ken berach Adonai et hayom hashabbat v'yakidusho.
Chabed et avicha ve'et imecha למען יאריכון ימיך, O האדמה, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצח, לא תנח, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ורעה עת שקר, לא תחמוד בעת רעבך, לא תחמוד אשת רעך, ועבדו ואמתו, ושורו וחמרו, וכל אשר לרעך.
Parents, please rise and lead us in the blessing. Amen. וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. At this point in the service, there would normally be a brilliant and inspiring sermon. But I think a greater blessing on this beautiful day with these wonderful confirmands is more time with them. So we will move forward in the service to the blessing of the confirmands, and we'd like to welcome all the parents up who will be administering the blessing. Please come up with your yellow sheets, Wendy, they're yellow, your yellow blessings. Arise, confirmands. Come on up on the bema. The more the merrier. We're all paired up? All right. At the top, we want to offer you a special blessing. The original words of this blessing come from the Talmud, alongside Cantor Jensen's interpretation. May you live to see the world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come, which means always follow your dreams and never stop working for a better future. May you trust in generations past and yet to be, which means be grateful for those who laid the foundation for you, and look to the future with hope. May your heart be filled with intuition, and your words be filled with insight, which means trust your gut, and don't be afraid to speak your mind. May songs of praise ever be upon your tongue, and your vision be a straight path before you, which means you can make a difference in the world. Just keep your dreams in sight. May your eyes shine with the light of holy words, and your face reflect the brightness of the heavens, which means let your tradition be your guide, and spread light Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'el Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom. Feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Jewish identity is different to many people. Across from the world, there are many differences in culture and customs of Jews. But the Torah, Jewish teachings, and Jewish community connect it all. When we learn the same lessons, ideas, and read from the Torah, our community can come together with a mutual understanding and connection. This way, a Jew across the world can have a shared sense of ideas, values, and community.
During this year, we visited the Islamic Center. I believe that I learned how much two religions can connect and are so similar. This taught me how connected humans can be to each other. You can see all over social media the comments people of different religions make about each other. In my eyes, the divide of religion is not the religion itself, but the people who practice it.
Mom, dad, brother, sister, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Is the Judaism we see just Europe, or do we also see African Jews? Judaism takes on many forms in our world, and it's interesting to see how we deal with it. In my eyes, the Jewish identity is a large umbrella term for a religion, culture, heritage, and shared history of bondage. In the future, I wish to meet more people who fall under the umbrella of a Jewish identity in hopes of expanding our connection between each other.
Please rise for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atit gedula l'otzer breshit, shelo asam kegoreh haratzot, velo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama. Shelo samkakenu kahem, vegor alenu kecho ha'olam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'motim, lifnei melech, malchei malachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai v'melech ha'kol ha'aretz bayom ha'hu
There you go.
What do I do with this?
There you go.
What do I do with this?
Oh, that's right. I'm just reading this thing. I'm making it up as I go along, you know. Now close the doors. Hooray!
Please be seated. The meaning of death is something many people struggle with, but the meaning of life is different. Some people want to change and travel the world, while others prefer to do things at home and stay with their family. What can we accomplish, though? Every day, new things are being accomplished by people all across the world. In 1969, someone landed on the moon. In 2010, element 117 was discovered. The meaning of life, to me, is what we leave behind.
Family members help influence our personality and our life. They make us who we are today, whether they're still with us or not. Death is a part of life that eventually happens with everyone. When someone dies, we can remember the good things that they did throughout life and help those good things live on after death.
At this point in the service, we think longingly and lovingly of those friends and family who have passed on before us, but whose memory shines on like a bright star. We think of Louise Barkan and Len Rosenberg, recently passed, and are there others to remember? We also remember those whose yahrzeit occurs on this Shabbat, those who have passed before, the anniversary of their death. On this Shabbat, we remember Israel Applebaum, Herman J. Aronson, Bernard Bellman, Dorothy Berman, Pearl Buttman, Gladys Buskey, Sue Coughlin, Sylvia B. Epstein, Nathan Fagan, Jack Feldstein, Shirley Fischler, Dorothy G. Fox, Catherine Frankel, Joseph Gross, Robert Himmler, Dr. Albert Jacobs, Edith Katz, George Klum, Ryan Margolis, Art Milstein, Seymour Rothman, Celia Stockstiel, Miriam Webney, and Alvin Zone. Let us rise now and sanctify the name of God with the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach iruteh v'yamlich machoteh, b'hayechon uv'yumechon uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'emiru omein, Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach le'elam ulalmei amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dukodesha berichu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tu'ishbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imiru omin, Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imiru omin, Oseh shalom bimromav, v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imiru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, both here and everywhere. And let us all say, Amen.
We continue with our closing prayer, Od Yavo. Od Yavo Shalom.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kulam.
Shalom.
Shalom. And let's join together on page 649, singing Tefilat HaDarech, which I know has a wonderful meaning to this class, and they're a great way to end the day together. Page 649. May we be away, may we be guided in peace, may we be blessed with health and joy, may this be our blessing.